Oh, it's live.
Good to see
my
Malacca
God.
back. Fair dinkum.
I've got the whole lot of you here tonight. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Well, it's Norman Kochnek here from Eyes on Cricket from the Kochnek Lounge Room. We've got H as in Harry. Tom Barris is there. Say hello, Harry.
Ciao.
We've got Doofus, a.k.a. I won't call him sexy. That's another case. George Pasaris. Giuseppe is Giuseppe, of course, Terranova. And then we've got Babs, the Italian stallion.
How are you, fans? How you all going? Hope we're all good.
You're welcome.
So, we've had a pretty big cricketing week. Australia smacked Sri Lanka. And then England, didn't they smack India in the end? Oh,
what a result. What a result. How good was Root? He batted so well last night.
And Banstow. They were both fantastic.
Yeah, but Root really impressed me.
What are you asking how good my Root was last night?
No, I don't know. We don't want to know.
There's a good chance you went home alone last night by yourself.
With his hand.
Okay. I'll put my fist on the bed and raped it. Is that what you're suggesting?
Something like that. And you're not far from Oxford Street, by the way.
You need to look and listen, mate. Look and listen.
We're here to talk about bloody cricket, not about your sex.
Well,
you started
you brought it up.
I was playing a boom boom joke.
Yeah, we know it's a joke.
Hey, Malacca, you're no good at jokes, bro. Leave it to us guys here to do the jokes.
No, leave it to us guys here.
Leave it to the professionals.
You're still a little bit green, mate.
Harry, what was your take on the England versus India match?
I was just going to say, do you think England were good or India were just shit?
Oh, no. England were good, mate.
I think England were good, actually.
Yeah,
I don't think their bowling was that good, eh?
England? No.
No. India.
We're been graced by Munchie, who's gloating about Munchie from obviously Marcus Lawrence is there from England. He's gloating about his team that won.
I would be too.
Yeah, bloody
hell. I think. Hey, was I the only guy to pick Australia and England last week or not?
No.
Michael, you're not some sort of guru that you're not that bloody good. Fair.
I thought I even nearly picked the score or something at one stage.
No.
Oh God.
No.
No, write it down.
Manly. All good.
Okay. I apologise then. I got one wrong maybe.
No, what we had discussed, Michael, was the fact that what we thought Australia would achieve in the first innings, that they'd be 4 for 80 or something like that.
Right, okay.
They scored a little bit more. You were right in that regard that they would scored a little bit more.
Thanks for correcting me, Giuseppe. Thank you for correcting me.
I'll acknowledge that too somehow. Manu Johnson is in. You're blown apart by Root and Bairstow. I guess it's happening.
Yeah, I think so.
Nice, Gary.
Yeah, in fact.
Hey, we talk about England and let's talk about England's spin bowler. I know he got wickets, but he's an absolute pie thrower, right?
Yep. He throws them like H.
Yeah. At least
close between Harry and Norm, I'd say.
If you take out their seam bowlers, right, and you rely on that guy to get wickets in under pressure, no chance, mate.
Yeah, no.
He got 5 wickets though, didn't he?
Yeah, I know, but Malacca, it's not.
Does that show how bad India's batting was?
Could be.
Rishabh Pant got 140 on the first innings, and Jadeja's got a century.
Well. He batted well in the second innings too.
You know what? We've got to remember that at the halfway stage of this match, India are 132 runs in front.
That's right.
India were going to win. If you're a betting man, you would have said India to win for sure.
Yeah, they should have won.
especially after the first innings. I was so far ahead.
They should have got another 200 runs, an extra 200 runs in their second innings, but their top order collapsed. They were 5 for not much, and they struggled to get.
Well, that
300
Pajara's no runs, man, and usually he scores runs.
And what about Coley? Is he out of form?
Oh, he's finished. He's finished.
Yeah.
But just take a second back. Even after the third innings, England had to get 378 to win. That's never been done before by England.
It's a record.
It's quite a remarkable effort.
Yeah,
but it wasn't.
But also, like, it is a record, but they still had 2 days to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a long time to bat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but they didn't even, mate, they didn't even need 2 days.
No, they only needed 1.5 bit.
Yeah, they didn't. But that just goes to show, and you know that they've spoken highly about how McCullum's coaching has gone to changing the way that they approach their bat because they attack
the
the
mentality.
bat. You look at who was it? Joe Root last night. The amount of times he come down the pitch
They're
and
more
just slap the
aggressive
ball.
because they're like McCullum, mate. He was like that.
Yeah, and they were highly aggressive. And they
What
went
about
forward.
Root towards the end? He's doing reverse sweeps over his head.
Yeah.
He's doing shit like that, mate. I'm going.
Who was it? He hit. Oh, who was it? It was Bairstow hit 4 fours in a row.
Yeah.
To, you know, like, and it was the bowler was just going, what do I do? Where do I put it?
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
Michael, why didn't you captain us like that? Why didn't you instill that Bazball style? All you did was say, I'm going to score 240 to hell with the rest of you.
I was a team player, mate. I led from the front. You guys just followed.
You're supposed to scrap. No. You didn't instill me at that. You never taught me the reverse sweep shot.
You never played.
Hang on.
He was never allowed.
I heard that, H.
I remember
Callum.
batting with Harry once, and Harry's at the non-striker, and I said, I'm going to reverse sweep this one. And what happened, Malacca? I reverse sweeped it.
And got
All
out.
those years ago,
Wow.
I was playing that 10 years ago.
Oh, are you going to claim? Are you going to claim that the bloody reverse sweep shot's your shot? Bullshit!
It could be. It could be.
God. Delusions of grandeur.
Backyard cricket doesn't count, Malacca.
So you reckon you reverse sweeped on Callum over first?
No, it wasn't Callum Vale. It was against those Malaccas that we rolled over in one day. Remember?
Oh, it's Springwood.
Yeah. We rolled over by, I think, tea time, day one.
No, last over day.
Is Cook going to be? Sorry, is Root going to be the next Cook? Is he going to be better than Cook?
Yeah, I think so. In the form that he's in at the moment, yes.
Well, you look at the last couple of years, eh?
Yeah,
he has, but the captaincy took a lot out of him, I'd say. And now that he doesn't have to worry about that, all he's got to do is go out there and bat. It just frees him up to just bat. He's been batting really well the last couple of years. Better than Root.
Yeah, because he's got a good coach now who lets him do what he wants.
Yeah, that helps as well.
Yeah.
They've got a freedom to do things.
He's aggressive too.
Yeah, but have you noticed that maybe by not being the captain, Root could be a better batsman now?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
He was always a good batsman, but there was, like George says, there's a lot of pressure on him.
No, but Buncey's got a good point here. He was scoring runs while he was captain as well.
Yeah,
he was. But now he's scoring a little bit more freely too.
Yeah.
Because he's not as.
He hasn't got things to worry about.
If he doesn't score the runs, then he's not a failure. You know what I mean? Like he's not carrying the team.
Yeah.
Now it's Ben Stokes has to worry about that.
That's right. That's exactly
But
right.
if you've got Root and now Bairstow
making runs,
it makes it easier for everyone else. Like if you guarantee 250 runs between those two, you know you're going to score 300 to 400 most times. So
And that's right. You look at all the dominant teams over the years in Test cricket, that they've always had two good batsmen that have carried them a long way.
The only thing that they probably need is an opening batsman that's a bit more consistent, someone that can, so they're not always, yeah.
But don't forget these two.
They need a Harry out there just to fucking block it in for a couple of overs.
What was that?
Say it again, George.
What?
They need a H.
Yeah, they need a H, a Tabaret up the front.
You got to win games in 5 days, not in fucking 20.
Now, but Leeds
It's a marathon, not a sprint. I like
Okay. Here we are. Look at Munchie's words. In a couple of years, Root has scored 11 tons. Smith, Coley, and Williamson have scored 2 between them. That's a pretty big stat.
Yeah, but how many tests did they win in that time? None. He might have been scoring centuries, but he was the only one scoring. And is that an indictment on his captaincy? Even though he could still bat, he still can, but now that he's free of that, he's going to score more runs. But unfortunately, they've played. If you see the Test match
WCC
ladder, the ladder, they've played 16 matches. They've won 5, and they're coming third last.
Yeah.
You're right.
So he's scored a lot of runs, but he's done nothing with it. No one else has gone in there with it. Now I think Baz has brought in some more confidence to them, and they're able to maybe go that step further and start winning some more tests.
And that's interesting. You go back and you look at that ladder. New Zealand were on top, and now they're second last.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
let's just go through that list.
And South Africa is second.
Yeah, Australia's first.
South Africa's second, for God's sake.
Pakistan's
South
third.
Africa is second and Pakistan's third.
Yeah.
How does that work? West Indies.
I don't understand the percentages. I don't understand it.
Hey,
but then
boys, before you have a look at that ladder, going back to Coley, how many times has he hit the wickets? Hit it on.
A lot.
In the last, I reckon, 10 innings. I reckon about 5 times, mate. I reckon he's getting slow. That's what I reckon.
Yeah.
He's getting slow.
His reflexes, mate.
His reflexes are getting slower. What do you reckon, Michael?
I just think he's been struggling for the last 2 years.
Yeah, I know.
He's
I reckon
he's actually dropped.
And in a way, if he wasn't so arrogant, I'd feel sorry for him. But he comes across as even on the field against Banster.
Yeah, what was that about with Bairstow?
I don't know what that was all about. That was silly. He just comes across as...
Oh, that's good coming from you.
Yeah, exactly.
But I wasn't on national TV with your Malakas.
So what?
Hang on, Michael, national TV. Do you understand this? We're going outside of Australia, okay? We're international TV.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Kochnik.
Now, hang on, let me just tell you something.
Yeah.
Let's read something here, guys. Please listen. We've got the 9 teams in this World Test Championship. How is it possible that England have played 16 Test matches when Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and South Africa only played 7? It's incredible.
And we've played
balance.
9.
Yeah, we've only played 9 as well. So
yeah, we've only played 9.
Don't forget, through COVID, England were opened up a little bit there before us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they played a lot of their. They played a lot of their home.
Let's be serious. The ICC are friggin' as bad as the soccer federation.
Like FIFA. It's like
it's
FIFA.
a brothel. All these guys are brothels, mate.
Yeah.
Like, you are right.
They're
How
real.
the hell can South Africa be number 2 in the world?
Well, they've won. They've won 5 out of their. They've won 5 games.
Who they played?
They've probably only played Bangladesh or West Indies, but
that's the problem. At least India's played England. Pakistan played Australia. I know that. Sri Lanka's playing Australia now, but
well, Sri Lanka are 6, so they're not doing too much.
you've got to play
But yeah, that's it.
amount of test matches.
Over the time, though, that will even out, and as the rest of the teams catch up to England, then they'll it'll even itself out. But still, they've only won a third of their test matches.
So should Australia be number one?
When they play Australia at home and England at home.
Yeah, Australia should be number one because at the end of the day, they haven't lost a test.
But India shouldn't be number 6 or 7, surely.
Why?
Well, they are. Oh, well, it's just it's like any other premiership table, mate. It doesn't lie.
You've
if you've only won a third of your test matches, well, you're going to be a third of the way up the table.
A true Tottenham fan.
That's it, mate.
Okay, let's answer one of the questions here. Ahmed Raza says Norman Sir. He's got it right. India was dominating the whole test match.
India.
Let me finish. So the whole test match, where do you think that India did lose their grip? Was India missing the services of Ashwin in the match? And and what do you reckon the answer?
Well, they lost it in the second innings, didn't they?
Yeah.
They didn't score enough runs in that second innings.
Where was their spinners in the second inning? Where was Jadeja in the second innings?
He was getting smashed. Did you see how many runs he went for?
Yeah.
He got hammered.
Yeah, but you can't compare him to Ashwin.
No.
Yeah, but they're too different. Ashwin is a good bowler. Jadeja is a batsman bowler. He will score you runs, but won't get you many wickets.
Correct. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Ashwin was a better choice.
But in saying that, also Jadeja, for a little while, like a little bit last night, held Bairstow up because Bairstow was on the front foot for a lot of it, and he'd scored more runs at one point than Root, and Jadeja actually slowed him right down. He wasn't scoring any runs at all. Yeah. It was Root that was getting them at the other end.
Did India drop any catches?
No.
England?
No, they didn't feel badly.
Oh, they didn't feel brilliantly either on the boundaries.
Oh, yeah.
But that.
At least they didn't drop any, I guess.
But the reality is, guys, that
England were good.
Played much better cricket.
Yeah, they did.
India didn't necessarily play badly.
Yeah, England
even when they were down behind, they were still giving it 100%, mate.
Oh yeah. That was a phenomenal batting performance by England. Let's be honest.
There's no doubt about that.
The question's going to be, when those two guys retire, what are they going to do? Because they still take a shitload of wickets.
But how funny is it that Stuart Broad went for 34 runs in an over?
35 runs.
I like that.
Giuseppe, he was batting like you would have done. You see some of the shots?
Elegant shots, no.
Yeah, they were class. What are you
talking about? Guys, read these messages. Munchie's saying, why do opposing teams keep making Johnny Bears so angry? He gets 10 times better giving him a gift and a basket of something and letting him know he's having his car valeted while he's batting. That was a comment that Nisham said. Quite funny.
True.
Some people like to be talked to. Like, okay, I'm going to bring myself into it. When I'm batting, no, listen. When I'm batting and you start sledging me, I pay more concentration and I bat better than if you just shut up and say nothing. Some people are like that, and Banter loves who?
Both of
them.
Yeah.
If you say nothing, they're more likely to get out and move on. If you get into their face, and Banstone's like that, he will destroy you. So can Coley. When Coley's batting, you shut up.
Yeah. Don't get him angry.
No.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Yeah.
Okay. Pragati Rahel is saying that he's got a prediction that Steve Smith will score a century in the second test. What do you reckon?
Nah.
Well, same play as Gaul.
The way that pitch turned, no one's going to score a century.
Not there.
No. But he would have got more runs like that. Run out.
By the way, I caught a screamer on that ground.
Oh,
So did
remember
I.
that?
Can I just
Do you remember
say?
that?
yes, I did, Harry. I do.
The
What are you
ball
shaking
came out
your
of
head
your
for?
ass one-handed.
It didn't make the papers, Harry, though.
Hey,
It's just we couldn't speak.
you can back me up on this.
Oh,
Harry,
What was
go
the
through your catch.
outfield
Tell
at
me about
Gore
your
like?
screamer.
Do you remember?
Yeah, man. It was like
Dirt.
no, like I'll tell you. I'll remember, mate. Like Olympic used to be 20 years ago, like that.
It was
Mate,
like
it was
playing
bad.
on gravel. Yep.
It was gravel, mate. It was
Yeah,
terrible.
Not at the moment. Nice and green.
They've been painting it.
Maybe the good
They've
fielders
been watering it.
Bullshit.
Maybe the
There's
good
no water.
fielders.
Mate,
Now, direct hit reckons Vihari dropped the catch shot Johnny Bairstow.
Yeah, when he was on near nothing.
Yeah, it was right.
Now, Michael, read this one out. Michael?
Do you think the Fab Four should be redefined now? What does that mean?
Cheney.
What do you mean by that?
Well, the top four has always been Root, Smith, Coley, and Williamson.
Yeah, that's still the top four. Banstow's today's hero. Let's see what Banstow does in the next 2 years.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't forget, those four guys are batting top four. Banstow's batting what? Five, six?
He's coming in 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
5. Okay.
Wouldn't you
you don't go over your last two performances. You've got to have like.
I think the last four he scored hundreds, right?
Mate, his average is 200 in the last 5 innings.
Yeah.
On it, yeah. Look, wait and see.
But his test average is still only 37.
Only 30. So he must have fucked up a bit, huh?
Yeah, he's 87 matches, 156 innings, 5,415 runs at an average of 37.34.
Don't forget he's a one-day player.
Yeah, well, his one-day average is 47, but still, his test match average it's probably gotten a bit better over the last 3 or 4 test matches. So he's probably only been in the lower 30s for 87 test matches. I wouldn't put him in. No, the Fab Four is still the Fab Four. This bloke's his test match career does not add up. 87 matches is a good time to be. Yeah, that's a lot of matches.
Yeah, to have a good average.
He should, if he's good, he should be over 50, averaging over 50, but he's not. 30 is like my average at bloody Saints.
You're talking Smith, Coley, they're over 50.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question though? The way he hits the ball though, it's actually quite scary. Like he hits the ball hard, and Ruth. I don't know if you saw the end of the play last night. Ruth actually mentioned there was a couple of shots, and one that came back particularly actually said he was actually worried for the way the ball came back so fast. He was worried about his fucking getting out of the way. Yeah, hits the ball so hard.
And it nearly
He's
hit
a big bloke,
the bowler.
Yeah.
All right, to answer some of these questions, guys. The direct hit, as an Indian fan, I appreciate Root and Bears Knox, very eye-catching.
Yeah,
Jimmy mentioned Coley, he's sweet. Have fun, guys. Munchie said goodbye. Butler just back 90 minutes, sixes against Boomer tomorrow. Ooh.
Probably.
It's possible.
Look at this guy. Isn't he a champion? Love sports. Stay stronger, Norman. Thank you.
Stay stronger.
Must be his girlfriend.
Shut up. Ahmed Raza, only Usman Khawaja has the audacity and tenacity.
Why audacity? I don't understand.
Bullshit. Mate,
Cam Grant should have scored 100.
He impressed me more than bloody what Khawaja did.
And let me tell you something. If Khawaja hadn't have run out Smith, because at the end of the day, that's Khawaja's fuck up.
You reckon?
Yep. it was.
He runs halfway down the pitch and turns around. Really?
It's Kawhi's mistake.
See, there's value in just standing there, eh?
Yeah.
I love Pasaris. Really?
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 Harry would never do that because Harry would never run halfway down the pitch.
No way, mate. Singles are the way to go, mate. You got to face
Can you imagine Harry and I doing that? No.
No.
They have to be safe.
Although I was
singles.
pretty quick.
Safe singles, mate.
The only time
I
you
was
were
often
between
running for a third was Michael was still stretching for the first.
normally, the only time you'd be running quickly between wickets was if there was a Snickers at the other end.
Oh, shut up!
All the X was
It'd be
there.
a Toblerone, you goose, not Snickers.
Why do you got to run for singles when you hit fours and sixes, Malaga?
That's right.
Oh, wank. Jesus.
That's a very good point, Michael. I'm glad
Thanks,
you brought that up.
Giuseppe.
I can take that from Giuseppe, but not from you, Malaga.
Oh, really?
All right, I'll run Malik, this new bowler from India versus Livingston. It'll be a big battle in the short form coming up. Okay, India should resume playing tri-series in Australia. That brings a new flavour to the game of cricket. They are very exciting. Tame Cheney, I agree with you.
Yes, they should.
No, we don't want to see him every year.
Not every year.
Not
I used to like the tri-series one day.
The tri-series is good, but yeah, as long as they bring out someone different every year.
Yeah.
It
used to be.
Hub Sports says how far can England make this approach going forward in Test cricket? Can they continue?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, but they need to bring in some fresh bowlers.
Mm. Well, a lot of them are injured. You got Archer. You've got all these other guys that are injured at the moment. Who will? Well, if Archer's bowling, he brings something 160 k's an hour. That's something different. You know, he's that point of difference that'll make him that much better as well.
They need a spinner too. Come on, they're not going to get around the world with what they've got.
No, they need at least two. Not one. They need two, mate.
Yeah, they don't have any.
Yeah, they need to be
George, read this out.
Because we've got.
Who is the best all-format wicket-keeper batsman, apart from me?
Gilchrist.
Now we're talking about now.
Now, you idiot.
George Pasaris.
Yeah, me. I think.
Hands would be the best.
Who?
Hands.
Come on, seriously. Who's the best all-format wicket-keeper batsman?
Yeah, Pan. I go.
Pan at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You reckon okay.
Kerry's getting better, but yeah, at the moment.
He did well in Gaul, mate.
Yeah.
And he's keeping as a keeper.
Yeah. So he's getting better.
He took some good catches.
He took some great catches.
Yeah, especially with that ball's turning sideways, so that's never easy. Standing behind stumps.
His batting's a long way from punts. Come on.
Well, you look.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we all said Pan was better.
Gilchrist, mate. Really?
But to be honest, George, you know, when Kerry was behind the stumps against first class, world class spinners, as in Travis Head, you know, he did a really good job.
How's this on the area that my mother's put to rest? There is about half a dozen women named Edith, which is my mother's first name. So I've renamed it Edith Lane. But one of the Edith's names, the second name is Gilchrist. I thought it was hilarious. Edith Gilchrist is quite a funny combination. And around the corner, literally 50 metres away, is where Pat Cummins lives. And then you've got Victor Trumper buried up.
Did he buy a block? Did he?
Cricketing place. All right. After a top class performance, Greening moves to top 14. That's the batting. Pretty good.
He batted well.
Spin bowling. He hasn't had a chance to show it, has he? Though?
But he is. I reckon he's one. He'd have to be close to one of the best in the world.
Who?
Smith.
I reckon he's got a bad back, mate. That's why he doesn't bowl.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a Michael Clark.
He doesn't need to bowl, mate.
When's the next test?
I still reckon they fucked up with Head, and they should have had fucking what do you call it, Maxwell.
Absolutely, I agree.
Maxwell would have turned it as much as Head did. Oh, he wouldn't have got 4 for 10.
Maxwell would have smashed Head everywhere.
Dickhead. I hate Travis Head.
Mate, his first ball, did you see that wicket? Did you see the wicket ball?
You could have fucking spun the ball on that, dickhead.
Exactly. I could have bowled. I could have taken wickets.
Even Norm would have moved the ball.
Not in my team.
Michael, you would let me bowl. I would have taken 5 on.
You would have bowled in my team. You would have brought the stencil out.
No, stop. Did you bowl? No. Did you get a wicket? No. Who got the wickets? Travis Head.
Travis.
That's because what's this fucking pie chart?
Travis' name is Dick.
He got 4 wickets.
Yeah, he got 4.
Yeah.
4 for 10.
Yeah, come on.
I never saw Norm get 4 wickets for us ever. Did you?
Beg your pardon.
In a scorebook,
I got several fifers. I've got the stats written down.
No.
I can produce them.
Not in my regime.
You go to
There's no way I would have bowled you that long.
Yeah, you're probably asleep. You've not played or something.
That was over 5 games, man.
Hang on, guys. Imagine the abuse I would have got by you guys if I kept him on.
Oh yeah.
How bad? That means my wickets are worth more because I was
chastised
by you bunch of bastards.
Mate, I had to keep people at bay because they would not
a riot.
All the groans that came in when I got the ball.
As soon as you got the ball, you hear this. Oh no!
That was disgusting. That is the most demoralising thing you can do to a player
because Michael's fucking on drugs.
How dare you treat a fellow player with that moan and groan? Terrible.
I wasn't the only one. Every other person did the same thing.
But
you're all just jealous because you know I was a better bowler than all.
Even the crowd were going, "Oh, fucking Michael's lost it."
I was probably the best bowler that Brisbane Saints ever had to do. Most underbowled.
Here we go.
And poor Prouty. Prouty used to abuse me. Prouty used to abuse me. What are you doing? I give him a couple of overs and shut him out.
He paid his $15.
See that
finger? He's the president. I've got to bowl him, mate.
Yeah. All right. I'll give you a backstop, Prouty. I'll give you a backstop.
He's a scoreman, so we've got to let him bowl.
And he scores.
Move on. Answer some of these questions, would you? Tabastas Mahanti says Johnny Bairstow is in great touch, but that doesn't mean Johnny Bairstow is a better batsman than Kohli. All right.
Yeah, that's fair. No one said that.
Yeah.
Okay. Love sports. How much the credit should McCullum get for the England success, or is it just the players?
It's all down to McCullum.
And it's also the playing group to take his leadership on. I think it's a team environment because
But we saw what they've done previously, which is nothing, and now all of a sudden they've been given the confidence from McCullum. He's changed their mentality to help them improve. The previous coaches weren't doing that.
Mate,
so it's come down to the coach.
He did the same thing when he was playing for New Zealand. He's done the same thing in England, mate.
Yeah.
Well, he did the same thing for the Brisbane Heat when he was there.
Yeah. That's his mentality.
Yeah. He just
all right. So much for your mentality. Okay, the direct hit says, do you feel that there's been a huge gap created between the top tier teams right now, India, Australia, New Zealand, England, and the rest? Pakistan, well, I wouldn't say Pakistan's low.
I reckon India's probably below. They're probably the second or third worst test playing nation at the moment. They're probably not even in that top 3 or 4 tier now, the way they've been going. I reckon Pakistan is probably.
Who said that?
McCarthy, the hell, go and stop drinking, would you?
Yeah, this guy's on drugs.
Hang on, 4 wickets is good though, Norm. He's going to be the next game warned.
That guy called Dick shouldn't be bloody bowling. Come on.
Maxi what? Would have gotten a 10-5. I agree. The direct hit, I agree, mate.
Nah, Maxi would have lucky to get a bowl. He would have done his shoulder or something. He would have been bloody wussing out.
Tabash's Mahanti, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you.
He's
always bringing back my stats.
Travis Head batting in Australia was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one said he wasn't.
Norm hates him.
Did.
Joe Root's not better than Bradman Sebastian. At least Raza. Okay. Then they're in some other language here. They're having a go at me a bit. All right. Okay, we're up to date now. So, look, guys, we've talked a lot about that England-India match. Look, you have to give it to England. They certainly warranted their victory. They certainly played well. And the Bazball concept, obviously the likes of Ben Stokes, and even their openers did well. So it's pretty impressive. So I'll be interested. I can't wait for the Ashes next year, which I will be there for. All right, there's an SCG 11 tour, by the way, of England next year, and I'll be playing the 6-7 matches representing our country through the SCG.
What was that?
Representing our country?
Well,
how do you work that out? How do you work that out?
Well, you can do it in your bloody bowls.
Can you not embarrass our country, please?
I don't want someone like you representing me, Gamoto.
Tell him you're German then,
Greek.
please.
But you're Greek. You can't be represented by me.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I object?
Yeah, I'm going to object. I'm on Giuseppe's side here.
Yeah, well, you Italians stick together. The Greeks will stick together. We'll take out the German.
Yeah, fuck, man.
Well, the Germans got gas.
Gas,
Bloody gas.
German, okay.
Yeah.
Sebastian,
You know where his gas is, don't you? You know where his leg, his arsehole.
Italian Cabanossi, would you read this one, please?
Rank these Test batsmen: Pondi, Tendulkar, Lara, Root, Smith, Kane, Kohli. Okay, you guys all know who my favourite is. Lara number 1.
Tendulkar.
Tendulkar 2.
Tendulkar number 2.
I like Ponting 3.
Ponting 3. Kohli.
Kohli 4. Smith. Root.
Kane.
Yeah, that's
you
probably
got Root second last.
Yep.
Well, it's a pretty decent.
He hasn't scored 100 in Australia yet.
That's a pretty good lineup.
And if that was your top 6 batsmen, 7, you wouldn't lose too many no one would you wouldn't lose too many test matches.
Yeah,
True.
you wouldn't.
We've been joined by Sam Heslett, who plays for Queensland, doesn't he?
Yes. He's one of ours.
I think Australia will give a tough time to India next year.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
It all comes down to how well our spinners can bowl to their batsmen.
But do you
on
think
their
we're
conditions.
playing, George, do you think we're playing better over there now in the last probably 2-3 years? I reckon we are.
Batting wise, we're getting better as playing spinners, but it all comes down to how well we can, especially our spin bowlers, how well they can adapt.
I remember when we were over there. You know how they only had like the paceman on for 2 overs each, and then they brought the spinners on, and we thought that was weird, right? We're doing that now.
Yes, yeah. we're probably spinners will take one end, and then they'll rotate the quick bowlers or the medium paces. You got Cam Green there now as well, so you can go in with even one fast bowler, and Cam Green's your second steamer, and then you go on with 3 spinners like the Indians do.
We don't have a third spinner, mate.
Maxwell.
We have Travis Head.
We've got Travis Head now.
We got Labuschagne.
Mate, you know what? There is nothing new.
We got
bringing a spin bowler in early to an attack.
We opened this bowling with that.
It happened before. I reckon, mate, wasn't it? In a World Cup, New Zealand had a spin bowler. Is it Patel?
Yeah.
Patel, yeah.
He used to open the bowling for New Zealand.
We opened the bowling in the grand final with 2 spinners.
Correct.
And we won it.
Oh, hang on. You can't class yourselves as spinners.
I mean,
Good
I'm
point,
surprised
Giuseppe,
Michael's
good
not playing
point.
revolutionary bowling spinners from the first over. Because you
Look,
did
if it turned, we were lucky.
I had a very good vice
Get it
captain
right,
in my
mate.
regime.
There's no way it turned.
I had a very good captain in my regime, vice captain.
I'm proud of you.
What?
I say nothing.
Less said the better.
Says our Greenie will play big part next year in India. He's
Yeah.
certainly
Yeah.
got the goods.
I think the way he batted in Sri Lanka, that innings, that 70 odd, it just shows that he batted well in the Australia A games, and he's taken that on. He's obviously learnt, and he's comfortable with that, the spin and the bounce, and he's a tall man. He can get a long way down the pitch to stop that spinning, and he's got big levers. So if he needs to launch it, it doesn't take much for him to on these small fields that he can just hit it for six easily.
No,
So
he's 22, 23.
22.
Yeah.
22.
22.
Mate, he'll be there
question.
for a long time, eh?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
look, he's going to be
One of the best.
Well, they'll end up building the team around him.
Yeah, but where did he come
He'll
from?
be the next captain, mate.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I reckon.
Where did he come from? He didn't have much Sheffield Shield
Australia.
exposure, did he?
No.
I don't remember him doing much.
No.
Oh, no, he scored a few runs.
Centuries of WA.
He scored a few runs, Michael, before they picked him.
Okay, what about, here's a question. India come to Australia. Does Kohli come and play test matches?
Oh, boy, not at the moment.
No, he'll be in the commentary box with us.
You wouldn't pick him at the moment, would you?
No,
Yeah.
they can't do it.
And is Bumrah the right person for India as captain? He
No.
seems like
Well, if Cummins is, why isn't Boomer?
No,
But
different.
Well, I don't think Cummins is the right captain for us either.
Bumrah had no answers in the fourth. You could see he was really frustrated. I don't know if he's the right captain for India.
But then also, is he getting any good advice from his senior players around him?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, well,
Another
question you need
rank
to
question. Rank these test bowlers. McGrath, Akram, Cummins, Stein, Anderson, Rabada, Bumrah, and Kochnik.
Akram.
Well, you go Akram first.
It's got to be Akram, mate.
Yeah. It was Akram.
McGrath,
Stein.
McGrath, Stein.
Cummins. I'd put Cummins ahead of Rabada, then Anderson, Bumrah.
Oh, would you actually? I'd put Anderson first, and then
Anderson's got to be probably one before Cummins, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Rabada.
He's got a good.
Well, what's Rabada done?
Fuck all.
He's got a lot of wickets. He has a lot of wickets.
Well,
he does.
now, what's he done recently? Isn't he injured?
Yeah, well, South Africa is second in the WTC. He's been playing for him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Look at
Mate,
the end of the day.
I look at that side, and the Akram scares me.
Yeah.
McGrath never scared you. He was never going to bounce you out or scare you, but he was always going to be at you. Akram and Stein would kill you.
Yeah.
And Anderson's like McGrath. At you, get you out.
Anderson will swing you out.
In the right conditions, not in Australia.
But anyhow.
But, you know.
Hey, did you see that ball Akram bowled to in the charity game?
Yeah. The over 70s.
It swung a mile.
It was
off 10 steps.
Yeah.
Can you find it?
Yeah, hang on. What game was it?
Oh, it was
it was
because it was the English batsman.
The bushfires
that he pulled out.
Was he still swinging the ball?
Yeah. It was only done a couple of weeks ago.
How old is he?
Oh,
gee.
Oh, yeah, rightio, fucking young fella. Malaka.
Geordie, the New England team was scary. Geordie, with a name like Geordie, is obviously a pom.
Like Atherton, he got out.
Yeah, that's it. That's who it was, Mark Atherton.
He's 56 years old, was he? Was he a crim?
How do you get this on the YouTube?
Was
I
he my
can't put
crew?
it on here, right?
Oh, send me a message on our link, bro. I'll have
Put,
a look later.
Just have a look later. Just go to YouTube and go Akron Ball against Atherton.
Okay.
And it'll come up.
Okay.
All right.
I do.
So, Michael, say something. Say some words of wisdom for God's sake.
Oh,
He on the
Why
phone.
Words of wisdom. Okay.
Michael, you on the phone?
No, I'm listening to you, Malakas.
Okay. Well, then, what? Give us words of wisdom for Sri Lanka. Have they got any hope for this next match?
Sri Lanka, I said to you last week, and I'll say it again this week, this is the worst Sri Lankan batting lineup I have ever seen.
Yeah.
And you know that
They have no balls. You know what I mean? They have no one wants to fight for their wicket.
what's that guy's name in the under 19s that we played, Norm, that I bowled on 99? He's playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that tell you?
Dick Weller.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, that's Tony Mo.
Yeah,
Malaka, you never
I
bowled
bowled him
anyone.
on 99. You were there, Malaka.
You never bowled anyone, though. Let's be serious. You
Norm,
must
you
have
were
been
there
blind
with your finger like this.
Where Pisara.
like that.
Well, they got 400 against us in 40 overs, though. Don't forget that.
Not against me, they didn't. Not against me.
Because you had
Not
boing
against
boing.
me.
Because you dogged it. You panicked.
I had to wait. I was waiting for ointment.
Yeah, we know where that brown stuff they put against your voice.
From memory, H, I think he actually retired.
Bullshit, that was the other guy. Bullshit, that was the other
bloke.
bloke.
The ball and hit the wickets.
Nah.
Malakas, who scores 400 runs in 40 overs? Come on.
They did.
They did.
We stopped the match. We said that's enough.
Bunch of teenagers.
Fucking 19, mate.
Yeah, teenagers.
The first cut shot, it went past David Gregg at Gully. He didn't even see it.
I don't think he's seen his fucking doodle in the last 20.
Yeah, but he couldn't even bend down, mate. What's he going to do?
Yeah,
Michael, you're so lucky you didn't play the match. You would have been embarrassed knowing. At least I had the guts to go there and bat. I broke my thumb, and that's how much guts I've got. You were on the toilet on the camp putting ointment.
All I can say is that I was like everyone else. I was praying for rain, and rain came.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we drew without you, Michael, against an 19 representative. What were you doing? Ointment. That's all you were doing.
4-4-3.
Hey, you know what's
sticking
funny?
your finger up your ass while we were playing cricket.
Every time you guys talk about Sri Lanka, I just talk about fishing, and then you guys stop laughing.
I talk about curry, idiot. Hot curry.
Yuck. Give me a fucking buffet.
How many jars
Okay,
of
warning.
How many jars of ointment did you go through? And Vaseline probably as well.
Thanks to Harry, mate. That was the best thing ever.
Was Harry putting it on for you?
He tried. He tried. I said no,
Zach
bro.
Bowler's come a bit late and saying, what do you guys think about baseball? We all love it, Zach.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Is Zach Bowler related to Ebola? No, it's not. That's a league. Okay. Sri Lanka will win the second test. They've included Thekshana, Walaga, Aussie struggled to them. Okay, that might be.
If they win, I'm doing a nudie running carry on.
No, you're doing a nudie run on a Wednesday night.
Okay.
I'm
no chance.
I want to see it. Pin, Dick.
No chance.
We'll need a very big screen to fit anything on, but except for one part.
It'll be very small.
You'll get a magnified.
Shrinking. Too cold.
At least I have the balls to make suggestions, you muppets.
Hang on. That's not very nice.
Except for you. You're the only one, Giuseppe. Sorry, you're being nice. Sorry. I retract that to you.
Well,
From
I'm
you.
the only one that's got
He's
one
not
ball.
the message when you're not here. He's not.
See, this Queenslander knows what he's talking about, Sam. What ODIs and bloody test matches are completely different formats,
Yeah,
you know?
completely different.
You don't have to go out there and smash it. Test matches, you can just sit back. You know, it's like the way I play. Just, you know, take your time, relax, cut it through the slips, through gully.
Edge it.
I think, fuck, there'd be fucking 11 guys on the offside who's trying to cut the ball.
All right, let's have a moment to brag here. What do you think each of your signature shot is? What was your signature shot, Giuseppe?
Cow corner.
Yeah, all right. Doofus?
Cut shot, obviously.
That's all he had, Marcus.
Ed. H?
The block. It was like it was good though. It was
Rock
good.
of Gibraltar, mate. The Rock of Gibraltar.
Mine was
That
a quick
was like
single.
20
Mine
inches
was a
wide.
You know what was funny about Harry's block? It was like he just used to, like a dead bat. Boom. 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 Like it was, I still picture it today. Fuck
It was
me.
good, mate.
What was your? Mine was the quick single. I used to just dab it on.
Yeah, out to the boundary.
Everyone else would have run
Are you
five.
saying I only ran a
Like
single to
halfway down
the
the pitch.
Oh,
Michael, I know what Michael's was. Hand on penis. That was his shot.
boing, boing.
What was your shot? Ointment up the backside.
Well, you guys saw me bat a lot.
So
Oh,
what, we don't need to tell you.
I would actually say when I was really in form, I reckon the pull shot or the hook shot.
pull shot.
Yeah, I got
You're a
pulled.
puller.
Babs, at 5'0", your hook shot's probably a Yorker to most other people.
I like that one. Oh, that was funny.
About time we came up with a good one, Norm. It's only taken you 11 episodes.
Well, if you can't count it, bloody, it's the 13th episode.
Oh, 13. Sorry.
13. See?
Lucky 13. Norm's lucky number.
Fuck. So
Yeah,
each
well.
episode goes for an hour and a half. 20 odd hours. He's come with one joke.
Oh, Bristol Hassan, I like him. Germany is the best team in the World Cup 2014. There you go.
Nah.
It's fucking gone.
2014.
That's like saying Italy won fucking 3 World Cups.
2006.
Yeah, okay.
Where is Italy in the World Cup? Oh, that's right. They're not there.
We're watching.
Where's-
Next time.
Yeah, they're with you in the bloody lounge room.
Where's Greece?
Watching with the
Yeah,
Greece.
us.
Greece is still back in 2004, man.
Yeah, you're right.
They're still living off their winnings, man. 500-1 they got. I like it.
Okay, Subhash Chandrabarata says, a quote from Stokes, sometimes teams are going to be better than us, but they'll never be braver than us.
Oh.
Stokes, what are your views? That's a pretty heavy comment.
Who does he
Oh,
think
who does
he's
he think he
Braveheart?
is out- What is he, fucking Mel Gibson or something?
They'll never take away their freedom.
Brave.
He's still, that's what he is.
Yeah,
He's bloody on great.
I don't think so.
They're getting up
Robert
with
Evans
themselves,
joined us.
aren't they? They'll win one couple of test matches and I think they've done the world.
Wait till you come to Australia, mate. Then we'll talk.
Look at the
Yeah.
look at the pecking order Roberts put together. Norman, Giuseppe, Doofus, Babs, Harry. Is that an order?
Harry who? Harry who?
Yeah.
Who should be the next inductee to the Cricket Hall of Fame?
Ooh. That's actually
Who's in
a good
it?
one.
I don't know. Do we have a Cricket Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Well, of course we do. Jeff Thompson got one, remember? I reckon.
An Australian Hall of Fame or international?
No, it's
No,
Cricket
Australia.
Australian.
What are we talking about? Who's era? Like, you have to be retired for a long time to be named, or can you be? You can't be a current player, can you?
No, it's
No,
not a current
no.
player.
So when was the last guy to be inducted? Who was that?
Well, Jeff Thompson got it, I remember.
Yeah, so he played 20 years ago. So who else before?
Oh,
After him?
no,
I think
no,
Shane Warne's been inducted.
Yeah, he has been. He has been.
Justin Langer was the last one.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's what's that? 10 years ago.
Man,
No,
if Justin Langer got
last
inducted,
year,
put the whole lot of them in
22,
there.
Yeah,
this
but
year.
when did he retire? 10 years ago.
Well, Justin Langer never
He
got a fixed
retired
coach.
2007.
7, okay.
There's only 71 in the Australian Cricket Hall of Fame. That's including females and males. Rayleigh Thompson and Justin Langer were put in there last year.
Yeah.
There's Ricky Ponting in there, right? Isn't he?
Lisa Stepalaker, Merv Hughes,
Is Ponting
McDermott.
in there?
How does McDermott get? How do you get picked into
McDermott,
this?
Dean
McDermott?
Jones, yeah, Ricky Ponting,
The Wars?
Matt Hayden, Boone, Thompson, Wally Grout, Gilchrist, Mark Waugh, Glenn
Steve Waugh?
McGrath, Shane Warne, Doug Walters, Mark Taylor, Bill Laurie, Graham McKenzie, Steve Waugh,
Steve
Ian
Waugh's
Healy.
not in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Steve Waugh, George Griffin, Richie Beno, and then it goes Bobby Simpson, Marsh, Davidson.
Everyone
Hassett,
gets a gig. Everyone's in.
Hey, Mike,
Well,
you
it's
got
not-
a chance. There are females getting Hall of Fame awards too.
No, it should
There's only
be.
71, so it's not like we've been playing Test cricket for a long
Is Lily
time.
on there?
Yeah, Lily would be there, I think. Hold
What
on. Did I
about
say that?
Perry?
No, you
What
didn't
about Lee
say.
Perry?
No, she's still playing.
She's still
Okay.
playing, Vlacker.
So she would be the next one you would think when she retires, right?
No. Well, who's retired in the last few years?
I reckon Andrew Simons might get it because he's passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, Dennis
even Rod
Lilly was
Marsh.
in there. He's the 22nd. Keith Miller, O'Reilly, Bradman, Ponsford, Grimmett, Trumper,
Is Rod
That's a whole
Marsh in there?
team, mate.
Spofford.
Is Rod
That's
Marsh in there?
Yeah, Marcy
Well
was
done,
there.
thank you. Stop
Yeah, I think
So,
you'd be right there, Norm.
that's
I think
the
Andrew
Australian.
Simons.
And in the ICC, there is, I don't know, there's 113. There's 31 from England, 29 from Australia, 20 West Indians, 7 Indians, 6 Pakistanis, 6 South Africans, 3 New Zealanders, 3 Sri Lankans, and 1 Zimbabwean.
Who's the Zimbabwean?
What's Zimbabwean got in there?
It'll be Flower.
Oh, let me.
Yeah.
It'll be Flowers, wouldn't it?
Hold
Yeah.
on. Let me click on Zimbabwe.
No Bangladesh then, right?
No, I'm not sure. The
I don't
last
think-
Australian to go in was Betty Wilson. Oh, Lisa Stepalaker.
Wouldn't it
Wow.
be Andy Flowers?
I'm just trying to find.
Robert M reckons Ian Healy should be. I reckon Andrew Simons will be.
I reckon Simons.
Ian Healy's in there already in the
Australian one.
yeah, the Australian one. But yeah,
So I-
Do you remember what the guy from Sri Lanka told us when we were there, Norm, about Healy?
Ranatunga.
Ranatunga? Arjuna? Remember what he said to us about Healy?
Yeah.
As soon as he got off the plane, mate. Sorry?
No, I'm
Tell us what
saying
he said.
He said that as soon as the Australians would tour Sri Lanka, right, Healy'd get off the plane. The first thing he'd say is, "Where are the hookers?"
That's right.
First thing. Where are the hookers?
Where's the hookers? He said that, didn't he? He told us that.
Yeah, he told us that.
Okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't be telling the
Like
public.
Ireland ODI series. Ireland aren't to be sneezed at. They got a fair few runs against India in that recent match we had. India scored 220 and 20 over, but Ireland got almost 200 as well.
Yeah, but also Ireland's filled with players from not obviously Ireland. They're from other parts of the country or the world.
Did you see Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of England, basically had his cabinet? It was very intriguing. They're all Pakistani, Indian named people. I mean, obviously they're English, but it's interesting how that's developed into a very multicultural cabinet.
Well, very racist cabinet.
Well, remember last week we were saying that
Italians.
The UK, well, England, they've got players that are South African, Pakistani, that are playing where we have one, Usman Khawaja. You know, South Africa have also players from.
Yeah, but it depends. Like, we don't have that big of a population of the Indian and
really
that they do. Like,
in England, they have their own areas.
Their percentage of Indian and Pakistani people would be probably closer to 30% compared to.
Have you been to Woolgoolga lately?
Yes, we have.
We have. We've been to a bloody wedding there.
We've been. I went and got some berries.
But, you know, like, realistically, like, that's only
We've
like
been cut
5%.
off. Can't go anymore. It's wet.
And
we've got 10.
And yes, Andy Fowler was the only Zimbabwean to be.
There you go. See, told you, Andy Fowler.
Hey, Babs, he's sleeping, Malacca.
He's had a big day.
Some of us actually work hard up here.
Now, this is a good question. Read it out, Babs.
He sleeps with his eyes open, buddy.
Yeah, that's weird. That's for the fans.
And Aaron Singh wants to know, what's Hate's full name?
Oh, can I?
Why do I know you, Mr. Singh? And you want to know my full name?
Yeah, what is it?
It could be a scammer.
He's going to scam you, H. Don't say a word.
Nah.
Does he want to know your name or what we call you?
Yeah, what we call him.
Malacca.
This BBL draft is a big crock. They keep all this pizzazz about it, but they're still haven't had any draft.
Well, they've got.
What's it mean? It means nothing.
Have they?
That's the only person I can think of is in it so far.
It's a waste of time, really.
It's embarrassing, actually. Australia might fall short. They may not get anyone. They won't get any Indian players. They'll get hardly anyone else because they won't pay them enough.
Nah, there's no money in it.
Oh, did you see that the New Zealand women now are getting paid on equal terms to the New Zealand men? Did you see that?
Yeah, but
in the States. My only issue is, like, their test matches last for 4 days. They're not playing 5 days. And I think for them to get paid the same amount, I've got no problems with them being paid the same amount. Why aren't they playing more test matches and only 1 day games? I don't know. But that's an issue, I suppose, not for the girls.
You can't say they should get the same pay, mate.
Mate, hang on. The
Why not?
Women are.
Yeah, because
what?
Bring the crowds in, you get paid more money.
I agree with that.
Because you're going to pay the Italian soccer team the same women as the same as the men, or the Greek like the men. How can you do that?
You can't.
Yeah, well,
it's not.
Hang on. Stop.
But hold on, they're bringing in just as much money in the television rights as what the men do. And
way. Go and watch the women, New South Wales and Queensland. There was 2,000 people there watching.
I'm not talking about rugby league. It's a different.
You're talking about football.
Cricket.
Cricket. Yeah.
There's going to be as many.
I think the cricketers are doing just as well a job as the men are.
No way, mate.
The last World Cup for the women, their television ratings was through the roof because a lot of girls are watching women cricket, whereas a lot of girls won't watch men's cricket.
Yeah, true.
But show me the stats, bro. Show me the stats.
Well, do you know?
Look up the stats. He's a girl. Babs is a girl most of the time.
Yeah.
Well, the American Soccer Federation, they pay the men's and women's national teams equally.
Yeah,
They
same
pay them
money.
the same amount.
The girls should get paid more because they're world champions. The men have done nothing.
The women
okay,
have
I'll
got,
tell you some
they're on
facts.
equal pay.
Cricket
the women have got to
Australia.
play out with 5 teams. The men got to play 2,000 different teams. Come on.
All right, let me read. I've got some facts
Yeah,
Yeah,
here.
sexist.
I've been
No, I'm
involved with. I'll just read it. I've been involved with a message that came out from one of the girls about Aussie women's cricket. This I'll read it out to you. It's quite interesting. Okay. This was an article from Sneha Prahel. She's an ex-Indian player. She said that she heard about New Zealand getting paid like for like men and women. In Australia, apparently, they reacted to that and gave the women a 10% increase, which is from up to 65,000. Domestic players playing cricket for the state or the WBB will get paid a minimum of 65,000 a year. The men, the minimum is 198,000.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
So
but hang on.
playing domestic cricket
Hang
playing
on,
all
hang
formats are getting 198.
So,
Oh well, I'm just stating facts. I'm not making a comment. I'm just saying some facts.
Yeah, but women's cricket is a new thing, mate. It hasn't been around as long as the men's cricket. Do you know what I mean? Like they're just starting.
Well, not really. They've been going for a good 30, 40 years.
Yeah, but in comparison,
well, like, I get the ball. I haven't bowled in 4 years. I'll go and bowl some women. I'll get them out. No dramas, mate.
And they'll get you out as well. Don't worry about that.
George, your figures on the board at the Sinhalese Sports Club there, the SSC, were 70 overs, 400. So it's documented, it's evidence. So
I bowled a lot of overs, didn't I?
Yeah, you got 400 runs off you there. Okay.
One of my team, bro.
Here we go. Ahmed Raza, who's Pakistani. How do you rate Danish Canary as a leg spinner? Even though he was banned.
Yeah, Chaka.
Yeah.
We don't rate him.
It was his action.
Chaka.
It was illegal.
No.
Bit like Murali.
David Warner is likely to miss the Big Bash League if leadership ban upon him isn't lifted. He'll be playing in the UAE league instead.
Oh, who
That's
cares?
pretty heavy.
Who cares?
He's another idiot.
He's another cheat.
Don't build another house, you idiot.
But you know what? The Big Bash can go and play of itself shortly. They got no one playing here.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
It should just be a juniors. It should be all for the under 25s.
Yeah.
But anyway.
In my
Okay.
opinion,
Now this is a comment. Here we go. Please bring some women on the show. I have. That's why I've got Babsy, one of them. Carries on like a woman.
Hey, can you guys hear the rain at all? It is absolutely pissing outside.
No.
It is that heavy. You can't hear it.
No.
Don't worry, it's raining here too.
But mate, it hasn't stopped in 5 days, non-stop.
Well,
we got to a top of 12 degrees yesterday. A top of 12 degrees.
I know, fuck
It hasn't
mate.
been the same for 33 years. And I'm thinking, 33 years, I've never known it to be this cold in Brisbane. And then I thought,
You're right,
33
George.
years ago, I was in Greece. That's why I didn't feel it 33 years ago.
Stop it. I'm getting jealous.
True, I was.
Well, did you know that yesterday Brisbane was the coldest capital city in Australia?
That's unbelievable.
Colder than Sydney, Melbourne.
Yep. It was fucking
freezing
freezing
here.
We're
I
going
got
to
the
Melbourne
aircon
in
on at the
August, right? And my bullets are going to be like that. August, mate.
No, when I come down to bloody Sydney in weekend, not next weekend, the weekend after, it better be warm.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be warm. Maybe the weather won't be warm, but I'll be warm.
You got to come warm me up.
It's not going to be warm, mate. It's fucking freezing here.
I'll send you a couple of,
Where are you going to take me out, man?
wherever you want. I mean, I do
All
every time, don't I? I mean, you're the only one who bothers to visit
Oxford
me.
Street. He knows all the locals.
Oxford Street, yeah.
The only thing is, we're going to be in North Sydney this time, not in bloody.
Why would you want to stay in North Sydney?
Oh, well, that's where the wedding's at.
North Sydney's nice. Go to the North Sydney Oval.
Well, what's going to be there?
Not much.
There'll be a game on Saturday.
Not the Bears. Not the Bears.
Go.
I used to be a Bears junior.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
tell.
look what happened to you.
Oh, look at that. That says it all, doesn't it? That says it all. That says it all.
You took the role on for real.
No.
Well, they're not even in the top.
Malakas. Look at these.
All right, so what do we got here? Back at Sunday cricketer crying media for job. Okay. Norman, England media overhyping baseball. Do you think that's the case?
Yeah.
Always.
Talk
Of
about
course
something.
they do.
Hey,
If they're not going crazy about it, they're bloody slagging them off. So there's no in between with English media anyway.
I'm a bit lost. What does baseball mean?
Baz is the nickname for McCullum.
McCullum.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, jeez. I can't believe you asked that.
I can't
On
believe that.
international TV, what a malaka.
That's embarrassing.
How fucking dumb are you?
Have you been?
Hey, Michael.
Tell us what you really think, Harry.
Hey, Michael,
Something
thanks
white.
for asking that question. I didn't know either.
Must be
Tell
an
me why
Italian
you
thing.
malakas.
Must be an Italian thing.
At
Sad.
least you wouldn't sledge me. At least you wouldn't say something like those idiots up there say, happy to start sledging, huh? Yeah. Fucking heroes.
I really don't. I'm just uploading a video here of Steve Smith having a bit of a yak at Gaul.
And
Yeah, what's your problem?
Well, it's just he's talking about he's talking himself up. He might even bowl.
so we must be really interesting you if you're looking at your phone.
No, I'm multitasking, for God's sake.
You can't do one thing at a time properly, let alone bloody
Yes,
two
you
things at a
can.
time.
No.
He can't chew gum and walk.
No. You want this?
Would you stop it? This time, the alpha on time, the auspice related to the what Arun must be drinking. Look what he's drinking.
It's so cold.
Okay,
Give me
George,
some of your
George,
drugs.
I want you to read. No, Michael's better. You read this out and tell us what it fucking means.
He doesn't know what baseball is. How's he going to know what bloody that means?
I'm feeling in time. Is that when I feel myself in time? What is it?
Mr. Singh, do me a favor. No more comments.
Oh, now Sam Hislop says Ben Stokes says he can chase down 450. Yeah.
I nearly did. They would have chased down 500.
Sebastian's asking Babs a question directly.
That's not a question.
Okay. My all-time favourite is Lara, but I grew up watching Viv. But, mate,
answer the bloody question. It's not that hard. One or the other.
Yeah, I reckon
Viv
played. Yeah, but hang on. Viv played in a very, very, very good side.
Yeah,
Lara
and he played with a bat. He played with a bat that was the size of my ruler.
Yeah, but Lara had nobody. Lara's bat wasn't big either.
Bullshit.
This is 10 years ago.
Come
I
on,
like
man.
Lara. Lara won Viv too. Yeah.
Are you trying to say that Viv Bridge is not the best of those two? You're kidding me.
Yeah, Viv.
Hey,
no. Viv Bridge
excuse me.
is
You asked for my opinion. Lara's test average is better than Viv's. Lara's one ODI average better than Viv's. Does stats mean anything? Yes or no?
He didn't play that many IDIs.
Does stats mean anything? Yes or no?
It is a stats game.
Doesn't mean you're a malaka.
And Lara, who did Lara play with? Nobody. Curtly Ambrose. Who did
Yeah, but he's
Richards play with? the 3 or 4 best bats in the world, and he had the best 4 bowlers in the world. I'm not saying
okay, let's take a vote.
How do you mute Norm? How do you mute Babs?
You ignore him. Same thing.
You know what?
Right,
there was
we're gonna
only
take a
2-run difference in
Who
their
votes?
test averages. Brian Lara averages 52.9 and Viv Richards was 50.2.
Yeah, so stick that up your nose.
Hang on. Who did Viv Richards face?
Everyone.
Nobody. Neville, nobody.
Lillian Thompson.
Oh, whip-de-doo. Lillian Thompson. Who did Lara face? Ackland. Dale Steyn. Come on.
That's only 2 bowlers.
Oh, we're going to take a vote. All right. Put your hand up now if you think Viv's better than Lara. 4.
All right.
Now, let's
put your hand up. Put your hand up if you scored 240 not out. So therefore, you guys don't know about cricket. Shut up.
Keep putting your hand up if you pull yourself, put it on the backside.
Hang on. Put your hand up if you scored a century not out in.
He's
And Viv Richards had a better ODI average than Brian Lara did.
So where are you getting your stats from, Babs? In your ass.
And put your hand up if you broke your hand in Sri Lanka.
At least I didn't put my hand up my backside in Sri Lanka.
So is that really fair income stat, huh?
Yeah.
No, he's lying. He's making it up. What do you reckon?
All right, Malacca. Can you ring Sid next week?
ODI was 47.
What?
Brian Lara was 40.5.
I've got a stat here. I've had to go to Google, to the black side of Google. Who was the shortest ever cricketer to score 240 at Calamvale Oval? Who was that? Was he an adult at the time? We're not sure. Did he look over the stumps?
No, 2 jokes in one night. I love it.
Stop it.
Actually, who were you facing at that? Who was the opposition team? What bowls are have we ever looked at the records of the bowls?
The other 12 rep team. The other under 12 rep team from Morton.
Okay, my turn to save this. I'm going to save this. Did you play that game?
Yes.
How much you score?
I didn't get a chance to bat because some character was out there in the middle.
Did you play that game?
I actually umpired on one stage.
Tumbara, did you play that game?
Yeah.
How much you score?
20 or 30. Who batted all day?
Doofus, how much you score?
Probably not many.
Thank you. Giuseppe, what the fuck did you do?
Yeah, but
if it
wasn't for us up at the other end, you would have scored 240.
That's right. I ran most of those 240s.
What I'm trying to say is if I'm that shit and I scored... Hey, if I'm that shit and I scored 240, how fucking bad are you?
Yeah, like it takes 2 people for a partnership, mate. You can't bet on your own.
Exactly.
He does. He plays with himself.
You wouldn't have scored 240 unless one of us was up the other end.
I'm going to put a plaque at Calamvale Oval and write a long conversation about what happened.
In the toilet. Anastasia was here for a good time.
Yeah. No, Sharoza was here.
That's nasty.
Kevin Peterson, a few days. Read this one. Giuseppe, read this.
Yeah, I actually read it, and I think that probably has a lot of merit. It says Kevin Peterson a few days back said New Zealand's attack is ordinary, but when England chased 378 against India, Kevin Peterson didn't say a word. That shows he's scared of the BCCI.
Well, that's probably partly true.
Yeah. Look, that's not paying him.
There you go.
Hey, Robert, no one cares.
Well, we do.
It's okay, Robert. We do.
They're bagging the fast game of football, not cricket.
Oh, they're shit.
Now, here we go. This is a great
Just
question.
like United. They're
Is
shit.
Babs 240 a Pujara type innings or a Lara type innings?
And be serious, dickheads.
Tavares.
No, seriously,
Have you seen the size of Babs? What do you reckon?
It's Lara, mate.
Oh, he was left-handed, you idiot.
You guys aren't good, mate.
Jason Roy will struggle, or will. Jason Roy is a good bat.
Roy, these matches.
Jason Roy.
Will
Sam,
smack him.
yeah,
Sure. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. We'll wait and see.
Well, the way the Indians are bowling, but then again, they can't be as bad as Broad, 36 off 100, 35. That's pretty good going. 35
from a tail ender.
What was he, number 10 or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, tail ender.
Here we go. Razul Hassan says, Babs, I enjoy Pakistani cricketer Inzi English. Inzi Malal Haki.
No. He means Inzi English.
It's a new batter.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Inzi English. Yes, he is.
Now, Debashis Mahanti's right. Norman, foreign past cricketers, including Italian snoz, one species signing for ideal contracts. That's why they always overpraising India.
Of course, you're not going to bloody bite the hand that feeds you, Norman.
Ingsy,
Right.
are you awake?
Now, just try and dissect that.
Poke him, Giuseppe.
I'll poke him. I like it.
Poke him.
Give him a poke.
You awake?
Oh,
Michael's got the shits. Michael's got the shits because he's reminiscing Calvale now.
Hey.
Oh,
Come closer, Norm. Norm, come closer. I want to headbutt you. Boom. Fuck.
Come on. Boom. Boom.
Hey, Harry, tell me what I do for fun now in the mornings.
Oh, he thinks he's
rocking. We don't want to know.
Here we go. Babs, get close to the screen, would you? You're like 100 miles from it. And I can see it, bloody Giuseppe Snoz.
Yeah, well, that is
Italian nose alone.
You want a side profile?
Jesus!
Robert M. Doofus, you've been asked a question.
Usman? No, well, not. Depends. He's not going to play that many games anyway. If he's playing for Australia, he's not going to play for the Heat, is he?
That's right.
So,
waste of time, really.
Waste. Yeah.
How can I leave a message here? Norman sucks dick or something.
That's Rosa.
You know what's funny?
Is that
you know what's funny?
Is that your son? Is he Debashis Mahanti, is he? Babs, you're the top 5 greatest Australian cricketer. Oh, my God.
No, it's your top 5.
No, he's asking.
He's got top 5.
Top 5.
What sort of fucking host are you? Can't even fucking read.
I know.
Hey, Harry. David Attenborough, are you?
He's such a dumbass, mate. He's lucky he's in charge.
It's better when he walks away and I look after it.
Oh, how did you remember last week? He was in charge for 5 minutes. The crowd was going ballistic.
Did he get hungry?
I've always been suspicious. I reckon Debashis Mahanti is actually Amy.
Hey, Norm.
Ends in Y. Amy ends in Mahanti ends in Y too. Says it all. Could you, Babs, your background, you look like you're in Iceland instead of Northern Lights or something.
You want to come to my party?
Oh. Can I cry when I want?
You'll be crying, right?
I'll be crying.
Yeah, when I headbutt you.
Just put that ointment. Have you still got that ointment? Have you still got it at home or is it ran out?
Got tubs of it.
I use it if needed. If needed, I use it.
Butter jar.
Boy.
There's nothing wrong with the
Okay, actually, we really haven't got to the bottom of this. Boom, boom. What happened in Sri Lanka again? With the ointment, where did the ointment go?
Hey?
We didn't get to the bottom of exactly where the ointment went. Where was the ointment?
So what happens when you're a batsman and you're scoring runs upon runs upon runs?
Oh.
The sweat.
Can you mute him? I want to mute this idiot.
It
doesn't work.
Giuseppe should be answering that. Then he was the only one to get a century over there.
Yeah,
No.
Thanks for that, George.
So were you getting chafing between your legs? Where was the chafing?
So because I was scoring bucket loads of runs, it was about 45 degrees most days there. And I didn't bring any tights. So what happens is my ball sacks were rubbing against each other.
No.
So your ball sacks were rubbing together.
They were rubbing against each other. Correct.
The one on his head and the one out below.
On his head or this?
Look. And normally if I'm back home, Amy would rub them for me. But she wasn't here. I was overseas.
So
Harry wouldn't rub them.
I was going to do pen and paper here. So your balls were rubbing together, were they?
Yes. And normally
Whose balls rubbed together?
Well, they're Italian sacks, mate. They're bigger than me.
So the chafing was between the balls.
The balls were rubbing, mate. That's all I can tell you.
I'm just
it's called gravity.
There's your balls. They hang separately. What are they doing together? What are they doing?
Anyhow, and so
He's got two sacks.
I couldn't get my massage, so I had to compromise and I used this other cream, and then it worked. 24 hours later, like magic.
They fell off.
And it worked. And then I was able to score runs again.
What fell off?
And then I was able to score runs again.
Norman, your Ashes 2023 prediction. Debashes Mahanti. I reckon England's going to win.
Yeah.
What? You're not an Aussie.
Razul Hassan, Adam was the best weekend batsman in the world.
You think he's talking about Gilchrist?
Adam or Adam Gilchrist?
Adam Holyoke.
Adam Holyoke.
Let's just ask Doofus, your top 5 greatest Australian cricketers.
Tomo, Chappell, Ponting, Warney.
Oh, hang on, batsman. Oh, no, cricket. Sorry, you're right. My apologies.
Oh.
Well, fucking hell.
Okay.
And Head.
Hey. I'm going to call Babs Head now because it's already scrunched enough.
You white woman.
That's a good top 5.
You call me a white woman? Call me?
Hey, I love when Pasaris just gives it to you.
Oh, right. Take the head off you.
When he fucking
God.
really
Rams it. And he's not even using the gel that I've got.
You wait to come that in, George. I'll give you a nice old curry with plenty of bloody extra spice in it. You watch out.
Ooh. Can't wait.
I don't know nothing sexual about that. That was food. Bizarre, Jesus.
Yeah.
We went to that
That's
French
right.
cafe. That wasn't bad, was it?
No, that's pretty good.
Yeah. All right. So India's senior cricketer was rested against. Yeah, did you see that? They've picked an entire Indian lineup to play against the West Indies. They've got no one over 23.
That's good.
Yeah, good on him. Well done.
Yeah, it's only the Windies. They're not playing for anything, are they?
He knows I hate Travis Head. He knows I like Finch. Finch is not retiring anytime soon.
He should.
Why?
Yeah, I agree.
He should.
He captained the World Cup last year.
Well, that was last year, mate. What's he done since? Nothing.
Well, okay, that's a good question. Who's going to win the World Cup in a matter of 3 months? 4 months? Honestly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Australia's got the firepower all over the park.
Australia? Giuseppe?
As long as
Yeah, I'm still undecided. I'm very, very undecided.
What are you waiting for? Grand final with Rodgers?
Well,
Then
you've got to
we'll win
see
the half
what
the trophy. Then I'll tell you.
Just get the ointment that Babs uses, and you won't be undecided anymore.
I'll have to get his stats.
George, what do you think, George?
Yeah, it's hard at the moment. It's hard to go past Australia, but in saying that, there's still a lot of time before then, and depends on what sort of teams people bring out. But you know, Pakistan could be a dark horse.
That's my smoke. Pakistan.
But I don't think their batsmen will handle the bouncy of wickets. You got New Zealand aren't doing anything at the moment. India are up and down. South Africa, you don't know what they're going to do, but they always choke anyway. So, you haven't got much to choose from.
You've just picked 9 teams. Pick one.
I'm just saying, Australia. You can't. It's hard to go past Australia because everyone else is doing shit.
Yeah, okay.
I actually think
I pick Queensland.
Hey?
I think Queensland. Queensland's going to be the winner.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we've got that. You guys have got no hope there as well.
They played well last game. 4 games, 4 New South Wales victories.
That's right.
Yeah,
don't get yourself all tied up in not
what? I thought the decider was on Wednesday.
Yes, this is a decider.
Doesn't that mean we won at least one game?
Yeah, just.
You didn't win the women's game. You didn't win the 19th game. You didn't win that. You won nothing.
Who cares?
Yeah,
like really, really.
Fiji.
Women's game. They can't even get paid the same as the men.
You were just saying how good they get paid, Malagas.
I was talking about US soccer.
Oh, soccer. Hang on. What about Harry's World Cup team?
What?
Huh?
Who did you choose to win the World Cup?
Harry?
I said. Oh, Australia. Well, my Smokies Pakistan, mate.
Yeah, I agree with it. Okay. So if the batsman player, I'm going for Australia, but I think Pakistan are a dark horse. Player A, 121 test matches, 10-4-5-8, which sounds like Root. Player B, 86 matches, 8048. Sounds like Smith. Who would you pick in your team?
To do what?
I'd pick Smith. B.
To do what, though?
The average. You'd go by the average.
Yeah, that's right. You're going to get 10 runs extra per innings.
Yeah.
You guys just told me before, averages mean nothing.
What?
When I chose Lara over Ben Richards.
Only your average means nothing.
Oh, right.
Razzle Hassan's asking Babs a question. I don't know why he's asking him a question.
Because I'm probably the smart one of the whole lot here.
Oh, here we go.
DRC short comeback, no chance.
You want us to read that for you?
No, just game like I can read.
You can't spell. You can't spell.
No chance. Where's he gonna play? Where's he gonna play? I can't find him a spot.
No.
He's too short anyway. Actually, we should really call Michael Short.
Hey, Norm, you drop this.
All right. We've gone for about an hour and a half, guys. It's been fantastic. We might ask one more set of questions and then we'll go. All right. Who do you think will play in the World Test Championship? Australia looks like one team. Who's your this is a definitive answer. No 2 or 3 teams, one team.
How long have they still got to go before they work out? When is the
end of this year? I think it is.
End of this year or end of next year?
Well, it's on.
Isn't it 23? Is it 2023?
Yeah, that's next year.
At the start, I think, isn't it?
No, it'll be the end of next year.
Where do they play the final? Where's the final?
Well, they haven't decided the location yet.
Oh.
What's this called? World Cup?
No,
World Test Championship.
World Test Championship.
Final.
At the moment, Australia and South Africa.
I would say Australia and New Zealand for me.
Actually, I agree with you, Michael. First time ever.
Who?
Australia and New Zealand, mate.
Australia and New Zealand?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
I reckon it'd be Australia, Pakistan.
Yeah, that's a possibility too.
It won't be South Africa. They'll get done.
No.
Yeah, it won't be South Africa.
Well, Australia will probably choke anyway, and like they did the last time. Probably be bloody
I think Doofus is going to go 1, 2, 3 shortly. Which one?
I'm just trying to think like Australia's going to choke. Sri Lanka's, South Africa's coming second at the moment. Then you got Pakistan. I don't think any of those three are going to make it. So it's probably down to bloody India and England.
What do you mean? No, England can't make it.
Why not?
Points wise, they can't make it.
How many more tests they got to play?
No, it's stated that they can't make it. Percentage wise, even though they win all their games, it's not going to make it.
All right then.
See, that's stuff up your thing.
Australia, India then.
So
Australia just
India.
India.
Yeah, nah.
I got India, Pakistan, New Zealand.
Well, it's not going to be Sri Lanka.
Get it
It's not going to be the Windies. It's not going to be South Africa. It's not going to be New Zealand.
Bullshit.
It's not going to be Pakistan. They haven't got. Who else you got left? Zimbabwe.
We're keeping you
Maybe
on.
Australia has to play
Greece.
somebody, I'd say.
2 minnows, Italy and Greece.
Yeah, probably.
At least we'll get to represent.
Well, yeah.
They play cricket in Greece. And in the
What do the Germans do? Fuck all. What do the Germans do?
Eat sausage.
Yeah.
No, we gassed Italians.
Hey,
Leave your sauerkraut out of this.
Yeah, you wouldn't eat your sauerkraut. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice.
And your
It's not good
pretzels.
next day, but next day it's not good.
you know what I like about the Germans? Schnitzel. That's it. Schnitzel.
Pork knuckles.
That's
Pork
a
knuckles.
Vienna schnitzel. It's actually
The German club.
And apple
German club,
strudel German?
Of course, it's apple strudel German, yeah. But the schnitzel is the Vienna
Schnitzel is
schnitzel.
Austrian.
Austrian.
Okay.
Hey, whose dog's that? Harry?
Yeah.
Imagine this. Spaghetti carbonara, a veal schnitzel, and maybe an apple strudel for dessert with a bit of cream. Oh,
What about some baklava, mate?
You don't need it. You
I
don't
like
need it.
baklava.
Now we're talking.
That's, you don't need it.
What about some of your Greek biscuits your mum makes? Oh, Harry. They were nice.
Mm-hmm.
Which
With that
ones?
white powdery stuff on it.
Colombianos.
What's the white stuff?
Icy sugar.
Okay.
We call them blow biscuits.
Right.
All right, here we go. Okay. Lords is likely to be the venue for the WTC 2023 final in June. So that's a lot sooner than you think.
It's only a year away.
Yeah, less than a year. If you come on a wicket that's got some grass and Hazelwood, Cummings, and Sarko rolling in at you, we'll see what happens. It's safe to say Seaspit isn't buying into England's baseball revolution.
Yeah, why would they?
Sure.
Well, they didn't beat us on our home soil, did they really? So we smashed them. Amazing how quickly they've changed. From only last December or January, we're all over like a rash. And now
But they've played a couple of tests against New Zealand, who are very ordinary at the moment, and one test against bloody India.
Yeah,
and if India scored some decent runs in the second innings, it would have been a different story.
Well, come on, let's
the fact that India led
India's a
most
minnow.
of the first time again.
India's minnow. Minnow India, mate.
And they got 1 billion people.
Yeah, they got like India should have done so much better. It was actually disappointing.
The second inning was terrible.
All right, guys, we've gone almost an hour and 40 minutes. We've done very well.
Thanks, Norman.
And thanks, Harry, for coming.
Thanks,
Harry.
Thanks, boys.
Thanks for coming, Harry.
Thanks for
I
being.
I actually forgot what he looked like.
I didn't forget what you look like.
No, okay. I only saw your fat head 2 weeks ago. Nothing changed.
I still got a headache, Malaka.
Oh, how much did we drink? Oh, what about you? Trying to get home.
Drink.
Your wife rings me. Is he okay? This is what Mary's doing. Is he okay? Is he okay? She's trusting me with him.
Who's going to look after you, idiot?
Where did you go?
On the piss?
Where?
Algester.
What, the Bowls Club?
Really?
We started 1 o'clock. What time did we start? 1 o'clock?
Yeah.
And we were still going like 9:30, 9 o'clock.
He was
And then
drinking
we
gin
go-
and tonics.
Yeah, and then Malaka, he goes, let's go and get Chinese.
Oh.
Should have seen him. He couldn't even walk straight.
I
He
thought
couldn't
you
even
said
walk
that
straight.
when you started at 1 o'clock and you were still going at 1:03.
That's it.
Yeah, I was going,
Talking the way.
He still had the same glass. Just top the ice up.
hey, I was going all right, wasn't I, Malaka? I was going all right.
Yeah. Alcohol.
So
All right, guys, this was a great episode. Episode 13. Eyes on cricket with Malaka crowd here. No, it's been great. I really appreciate your time, guys. I always enjoy this. I look forward to it amongst all the other hullabaloo, and you've been great, especially through my mother's situation. Thank you very much, guys. You've been wonderful. I mean, that's
Thanks, Normie.
Enjoy.
no worries.
Good morning, everybody.
stay
Thanks,
tuned
everyone.
next Wednesday for episode 14. Oh my God.
Might have to do it earlier next week.
Hey, what
Oh,
time
just one
next week?
last, one last Kyrgios quarterfinal.
He'll win it.
Wimbledon today. Will he watch it? Or will he win?
Yeah, he'll win.
You'll
I
win.
hope he wins.
He will.
Hope so.
Good to
Hope
watch.
so. Good luck to him.
What channel is it on? Is it on Channel 9?
Yeah.
Channel 9 Gem or whatever.
Jim.
No, Channel 9 now.
What time would that
It's on
start?
now.
On now.
At 11?
Okay. Hey, we should
Depends
make
on-
next week. We should make next week earlier, rather than State of Origin's on.
Yeah, it's 7 o'clock start till 8 next week.
Yeah. You want to do that, Norm?
7 o'clock
Yeah.
next week. 7 o'clock next week.
Good.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll leave it to that.
Done.
All right.
All right,
See you,
guys.
boys.
I'm going to
Ciao.
end.
No worries.
Ciao, ciao.
Good night.
Ciao,
Have a
ciao.
good week. Have a good
See
week.
you.
Cheers.
See ya.
So in the